Welcome to this trauma-sensitive practice. Anna Christina has joined us again today. Thank you, Anna Christina. And I will go take my seat and we'll get started. So Anna Christina is laying on a blanket. You can lay on carpet. You don't have to be on a yoga mat per se. Be comfortable. And then Anna Christina draped a blanket across her belly, both for weight and a little warmth. Now, as you come to rest on your back, you might be more comfortable bending up your knees rather than have your legs straight. And I invite you to explore various positions where there is no comfort, no discomfort in how you're placing yourself, as we will begin with a little bit of breathing. And you may place your hands on your belly or any way that is comfortable for your body. I'm going to move the blanket so it's all the way at your shoulders, Anna Christina. When the blankets touch the shoulders, it allows the neck to release a little bit more easily. So as you breathe in and out without altering anything, simply just feel the breath entering your body and leaving your body. Entering, the body receives the breath, and then we give it back to the world. This beautiful dance of oxygen to us and CO2 for all our plants and trees, that in turn then gives us oxygen back. Let the breath again be easy and soft. Relax the jaw, the eyes. Allow the shoulders to relax. Soften the belly. These are areas that we often carry tension and we don't notice it. So again, allow your jaw to unhinge. Allow the eyes to relax deep down into the sockets. Soften the shoulders. And relax the belly. You can practice this anytime. Before you get out of bed, before you go to sleep, it's giving yourself a little time out. Allowing your body to reset. And then from here, we begin the diaphragmatic breathing practice. So now, Anna Christina, I'll invite you to bend up your knees and just place your feet on the mat. And that is sometimes a little easier on the low back. And with the hands again resting softly on the belly, as you breathe in, feel the belly expand. And as you breathe out, the belly softens down towards the mat, the floor. So you breathe in, belly expands. And you breathe out, and the belly softens. It's a gentle awareness of the belly, the breath moving in and out. Let go of any strain. It may be difficult at first, but just keep practicing. It becomes easier. When we breathe with the belly, we signal to our body that we are relaxed, that we are well. So everything softens. Really beneficial for pain, as often that is worsened by muscular tension. Now simply counting the duration of your in-breath. It may be a 3 count, it may be a 4 count. And then invite the exhalation to stretch out just a little bit longer than the in-breath. So whatever count your in-breath is, experiment with adding just 1 count to the out-breath. Adding 1 count to the out-breath. And the mind might wander off. Once you realize it's wandered off, just invite it back onto the breath. Let the out-breath be slightly longer than the in-breath. This practice is deeply relaxing to the nervous system. So if you find that you are anxious, overwhelmed, or stressed, go to your breath. It's your inner thermostat, and you can dial it down or up. When we elongate the exhalations, we are cooling everything down a little bit. After the next exhalation, just let go of the breath awareness. And if you haven't already straightened your legs out, I invite you to do it now. And just place your feet side by side. And then you might want to scooch back just a little bit, actually, so your heels are firmly on the mat. And then just scrub your right heel away from the hip so that the back of the calf stretches. And then let that go. And then scrub the left heel away, so pressing it out again so you feel the calf getting a little length. And you relax that. And just go from side to side, drawing the toes towards the shin and relaxing. And you might want to combine that with your breath. So when you inhale, you press the heel away. And when you exhale, you relax the leg. So just going from side to side, one leg at a time. And then you'll finish on the left side. And then draw the right shoulder blade down. Pull the right shoulder blade down towards the hip. And then let that go. And then pull the left shoulder blade down. Again, you can match this with your breath or doing it without attention to the breath. But you may want to pull it down on an in-breath and let it slowly relax back up on the out-breath. And then switch just from side to side. I'll do that one more time. Draw one shoulder down and you'll finish on the left side. Now we'll combine that with the heel push. So as you lengthen out through the right leg, you'll draw the right shoulder blade down. And then you'll let that go. And then you'll move to the left side. So do it just the right amount where there's gentle effort, but no strain. Gentle effort, but no strain. This is a healing practice, allowing gentle movement for your body, allowing the body to heal itself. And then once you again complete the next time on the left side, we'll just pause. And then Bend up the knees and place the feet on the mat. And then you can either leave your hands where they are or take them out to cactus arms. Letting the elbows be bent at 90 degrees, out straight up from the shoulders. So moving your elbows down a little bit. Yeah. And if this is uncomfortable, place your arms and hands in any way that's comfortable for you. Now on your next in-breath, contract the muscles on the low back so the back begins to lift away from the floor. And as you exhale, floating back to neutral. Pause, breath. And then inhale, arch again. The low back lifts away from the floor. And we slowly float back to neutral. And then one more time on an in-breath, arching the low back, contracting the back muscles. The belly poofs out and we return to neutral. Let's take a full breath in and out here. And then as you exhale, flattening the low back. So now the abdominal muscles contract. The belly begins to hollow out as you press the low back down. And then letting that go on the in-breath. Once at neutral, let's pause for breath. And again, on an exhalation, contract the lower abdomen as if you are zipping up a pair of pants that are a little too tight. And then letting that go on the in-breath. Just following your breath, flattening on an out-breath. Releasing on the in-breath. Now we can begin to put these two movements together. We'll invite the head to travel with the hips. So as you inhale and you arch the low back, the chin draws down towards the chest. And you exhale back to neutral. At neutral, take a breath in for nothing. And then flattening on the out-breath. Pull the abdomen in and up. So you're hollowing out the abdomen. And you slowly let go of that contraction. And then you'll take a breath out for nothing before you arch again. So settling into a gentle rhythm of arching and flattening. A rhythm that suits your body right now, pausing when you need to, so that you move at a pace that feels nurturing, not punishing. Make the contractions just the right size, but not too much. We'll do just one more time. Coming back to neutral after the flattening. And then allow the legs just to slide out. So we'll just pause for a moment. The pauses allows the nervous system to integrate what we just did. So just notice your breath, your body, your mind. But you don't have to do anything. You feel okay, Anna Christina? We'll bend out the knees again for the arch and curl. So the practice today is helping to release a lot of tension around the neck and the shoulders and the upper back. This time you're going to interlace your fingers behind your head. And you may find that the blanket is uncomfortable, or you may find it's just right. So you can experiment if you want the blanket or not. How does that feel? Now, as you inhale, you'll arch the back again, pressing the elbows towards the floor. And then as you exhale, draw the elbows in while flattening the back. Scrunch the elbows and just leave the head down. So a little squeeze on the elbows, and you inhale back. Let the elbows come down slowly. We'll do that again. Let's arch the low back. And exhale, flattening, and curl the elbows in. Squeeze the elbows in. Now as slowly as you can, release the elbows down as slowly as you can. Once the elbows are down, take a full breath in and out, and we'll do this again. So on the in-breath, you'll begin with the arch. And then exhaling, flattening, drawing the elbows in. And you feel the muscles across the chest engaging, and as you slowly exhale, you'll release the elbows down, and it may take more than one breath. That's perfectly fine. The slower you release the elbows, the more the tight pec muscles across the chest releases. And once the elbows are down, just let everything cool, relax completely. And now we'll add the curling up of the head. So we'll start the same way. We'll inhale and arch again, pressing the elbows down first. And then exhale, flattening, curling the elbows in. Lift the head, just the chin and the top of the shoulders. So not a huge event. And then gently exhale, release the head down. Give the elbows a little squeeze here. And then slowly release them down as we did before. And again, once the elbows are down, take a buffer breath. We'll do that just one more time. And do as much as you feel like. That is always the case. This is your practice. As you inhale, begin again with the arch. Elbows pressing down. Exhale, flattening. And curling the elbows up towards one another, lifting the chin to the chest, tops of the shoulders. And then as you inhale, slowly release the head down, release the belly, and then elbows, releases down. Once the elbows are down, everything cools. Now in this next one, that will help release tension around the neck in particular. So with the hands under the head, not really lifting, just supporting the head. Now imagine that you have a plate on your forehead, and you want to keep this plate parallel to the ceiling. So you'll take a breath in for nothing. As you exhale, just gently flatten your low back, not a big, harsh deal. And then lifting the head straight up. It's not a big lift. It's not a big lift. The hand can stay under the head, supporting the head. And then slowly lower the head back down. Slowly lower the head back down. You feel maybe the muscles in the front of the neck contracting. Now turning the head and look at your right elbow. So now the plate is on your left temple. You're going to lift straight up here. Gently flatten the low back and then lifting the head. And again, you can keep your hands under the head just for support or wherever is comfortable for you. Slowly lower the head back down. And sometimes it's painful to actually do the movement, in which case you imagine the movement. Feel the muscles contracting, but without putting a load on the muscles. Your nervous system is still being rehabilitated even if you don't execute. Is there one more in there for turning the nose to your left, Anna Christina? And then lifting. And slowly lower down. And if it irritates the shoulders, take the arms in a way that's comfortable for you. That is comfortable. Okay. So we can do this one isometrically too. Instead of lifting the head, pressing the head down into the floor or the hands. And you will also activate muscles in this way. As you press the head down and then slowly release. Does that feel better? And we'll turn the head again. This time, pressing the head down. So an isometric movement. Slowly release that. And we'll do the other side. So we've done an even number. One's back at center. Let's straighten the elbows out and walk the feet a little bit wider than the hips. We'll do some windshield wiper twist. Just move the knees to one side, nose to the other. And you'll exhale up to center and inhale down to the other side. So just like a gentle lapping of waves on the shoreline, the in-breath takes the knees down and the exhalation brings you up to center. Let the nose travel opposite of the knees and just find an easy rhythm for you to travel by. And let's do it one more time to each side. Just allow your legs to slowly straighten out. Relax your arms in a way that's comfortable. How are you feeling? Yep. We're going to bend up the knees. You're going to roll over onto your right side. And you can support your head with your right arm. You can also use a blanket for your head if that's more comfortable. What do you think you would like? After we finish, love. Now, take your left arm up over the head. Wrap it around the head. Put a little headband on so you're holding onto your right ear with your left hand. Now pull your knees up maybe just a little higher so the knees are at bend up all the way. What? So if you pull your knees up a little bit higher so the hips and knees are at a little closer to the chest, yes. And then be sure you're up right on your right side, that you're not rolling forward or back, and that your spine is as straight as if you sat up in a very straight back chair. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, lifting the head so that you lift up towards the hip, and then slowly releasing back down. Take a full breath in and out, and then exhale, side curl again. Draw your left armpit, towards your left hip. So the hand is just there to support the head, the weight of the head, as you pull the armpit towards the head, to the hip. Take a buffer breath in. I'll do it one more time. Slowly releasing down. And then let's just come onto your back again without a whole lot of fuss. Turn to the other side. And we'll do it 3 times on the other side as well. Support your head. Wrap your arm around like a headband and pull the knees up. Take a breath in for nothing. And exhale, lifting up. The side body lifts up. Slowly releasing down. So you feel a contraction. The upper side chest contracts. Take a buffer breath once you come down. Take a breath in for nothing. And exhale, contract the muscles right around the rib cage to pull up. And then slowly releasing down. And one more time. Buffer breath. In breath for nothing. And then slowly explore the side bend. As you come down, I invite you to come onto your belly. And now, for the crocodile cobra movement, let's cross one hand on top of the other, elbows out to the sides, forehead resting on the back of your hands. Tucking the toes under, and then walk the toes to the nose. Press the heels back. And then on the in-breath, press the forearms down and lift the heart. Don't overlift the head, so the gaze can be straight down. And then draw the belly button forward. Draw the belly button forward. And then slowly releasing down. Releasing the tops of the feet. Let everything pull. Let everything relax. And you can swing the hips a little bit from side to side. It feels like there's some tension that was created in the low back or around the hips. And then we'll do that again. Tuck the toes under. And then press the heels back. Powerful legs, hips pressing down, and then press the forearms down, lifting the heart, and the head just floats up. And again, draw the belly button towards the spine. Pull the belly button forward, forward, forward. And then slowly lower down. And now take the hands under the shoulders. And then draw the elbows up. Draw the elbows up. And just let your forehead rest on the floor where it's comfortable. So the shoulders comes up towards the ear and then draw them down towards the hips. So you're rolling the shoulders up and then down, pulling the shoulder blades onto the back. Yes, like that. Let's do that again. Draw the shoulders towards the ears and then roll them down and onto the back body.
You should talk about the elbows then.
Okay. Point taken. Don't talk about the elbows. Rolling the shoulders like that. Yes. And then one more time. And this time as you draw the shoulders down the back, pull the shoulder blades onto the back, and then press the hands down and lift up into a little cobra. Lifting up to a little cobra. Now tuck the toes under and press back to puppy pose. So the hips pulls to the heels. Hips pulls back to the heels. Walk the hands back. So here, I'm going to invite you to move we're going to leave the blanket, but you're going to come up to tabletop, Anna Christina. Hands over the shoulders. You might want to tuck your heels and the traveling shirt in. And so in tabletop, cat and cow, very much like our flat and arch before. Exhale, rounding, inhale, arching. Let's do that one more time. And arching the back. And then coming back to neutral. Coming back, pull the belly button towards the spine, and then take the right leg straight back. Take the right leg straight back, lifting the leg up and pressing out through the toe mounts, pressing out through the toe mounts. So not pointed toe, but press back through the whole foot, and then let that come back down again. Wag the tails a little bit if it felt like there was a lot of tension that came from that. And we'll do the other side. Belly button to the spine, and then reach, lengthen the left leg back. Press back through the toe mount. Just holding for maybe a breath, maybe 2 breaths. And then let the knee come back down. Now let's take the right arm forward. Take the right arm forward. When you're ready, anytime. And lifting it up. Lifting it parallel to the ground. And then add the left knee if it's available. Holding a breath, maybe 2. And we'll take the hand down. Reset. Maybe do a cat and cow. And then the other side. Reaching, great way to build strength on the back body. Holding 1, maybe 2 breaths, lowering back down. One more time, each side. And you can choose just legs, just arms, or both. Opposite arm and leg, opposite arm and leg. So play with the movement. It's a great way to work the entire core. So not really a lot of people's favorite, but it is a great, great movement just to play with. And don't ever take any of this too serious. Know what happens is what needs to happen, and you will get the benefit from it. So after you come down on this time, let's return to puppy pose. Tuck the toes under, and then stretch the hips back again. Stretch the hips back, and then reach the hands forward. I'm going to take the blanket out of the way because I'm going to invite Anna Christina to come into a downward facing dog. You may choose to stay in puppy pose. So with the hands about hip width apart, lengthening, and then lifting up to the degree that is comfortable for you. And if the hamstrings are a little tight, walk the feet in a little bit and then bend the knees. And just explore, can you make this comfortable? So as you bend the knees, the sits bones can tip a little higher towards the sky, and we get a little bit more length. And you can just let the head hang, give it a little nod and a shake, nod and a shake. And then we'll take the knees down and rest in child's pose. Let the tops of the feet rest. And just cross the forearms. If the forehead doesn't comfortably touch the floor, and then let the breath reach into your back body. Breath softening into the back body. And then you're ready for Shavasana. So with the hands under the shoulders, pressing up, and then you'll find your way onto your back body again. And here again, you may want a blanket under your head. Blanket under the knees, a blanket on top to cover. What do you think you would like? Do you like something under your knees? Mm-hmm. So Shavasana, often referred to as the most important pose, like the little mini rests that we took during the somatic practice that we began with. And sometimes Shavasana does turn into a nap. You can stay here for as long as you would like. You practiced. You invited your body towards balance, towards ease. So Ana Cristina and I will say, have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you.